Penguin Random House Audio presents The Tunnels, Escapes Under the Berlin Wall, and the Historic Films the JFK White House Tried to Kill, by Greg Mitchell. Read for you by John Lee. For Peter Fechter. He only earns his freedom who daily conquers anew. Goethe. Faust. A note to readers. The Tunnels adheres strictly to the historical record and reflections by participants and witnesses. It incorporates no invented dialogue. Recreated scenes are not imagined, but based in most cases on accounts of two or more participants. Unless otherwise attributed, anything between quotation marks is either actual dialogue, as recalled by a witness, often in an interview with the author, or from a memoir or other book, letter, oral history, court record, interrogation, White House transcript, or other document cited in the notes. In some quotations I have corrected syntax or punctuation. All of the names are real. Addresses in Berlin, where street names are combined with Strasse as one word, for example, Schönholzerstrasse, are rendered here for clarity with Strasse or Platz or Allee as separate words. To an extent that surprised even the author, nearly all of the central events and episodes in this narrative, and surely the most exciting sections, are based on lengthy original interviews with nearly all of the key tunnelers, and several of the couriers and escapees. Hundreds of pages of never-before-seen documents from the Stasi archives, and recently declassified State Department and CIA files. Chapter 1. The Cyclist. February to March, 1962. Harry Seidel loved action, speed, risk. He found them all in bicycle racing. Harry might have been an Olympic champion, still could be probably, if he changed his attitude, for at 23 he remained in his leg-churning prime. But that wasn't Harry. Once he set his mind on something, he went full bore, and now he wasn't chasing the next turn, other racers, or a finish line. Just months ago he had competed before thousands of cheering fans in raucous arenas. His picture appeared in newspapers. Children might call out to the lean, dark-haired sports hero when they recognized him cycling on the streets of Berlin. Now he toiled nearly alone. No one cheered, even if he deserved it for victories far beyond any of his racing exploits. That would be too dangerous. Since the emergence of the new barrier dividing Berlin on August 13th, 1961, Harry's wife, Rothwald, had worried about him. Whenever he set off on one of his secret missions, she wondered if he would fail to come home, perhaps forever. Friends called Harry a Draufgänger, a daredevil. They urged him to quit his death-defying deeds, return to cycling, and open that newspaper kiosk he coveted, but they might as well have been shouting into a wintry wind off the River Spree. In just the first months after the wall arrived, Seidel had led his wife and son, and more than 24 others, across the nearly impenetrable border to the west. And in Harry's mind there were still countless others, that is, nearly anyone in the east, to rescue. Seidel had drawn only praise from the state during his cycling career, which had culminated in several East Berlin titles and 2 medals at the 1959 East German Championships. Barely out of his teens, he quit his job as an electrician when the state began paying him to compete full-time. Even as he was being extolled in propaganda organs, Harry revealed himself as insufficiently patriotic when, unlike many others on the national team, he refused to ingest steroids to enhance his performance. He also failed to join the ruling Communist Party. This cost him any chance to make the country's 1960 Olympic team, and his government stipend was cancelled. Now, in early 1962, his reputation in East German secret police files as an escape helper matched his fame as a cyclist. The trade had not come without cost. Seidel's first escape had been his own. Just
Sample complete. Ready to continue?